Well, at least Jack Ryan was good. Cause this wasn't. So Ride Along stars Kevin Hart and Ice Cube, and it's about this buddy cop comedy in January. Aren't you excited? I know you're excited right now. Now let me be honest, I had high hopes for this movie. Kevin Hart, Ice Cube, buddy cop comedy. I felt that the formula was going to be familiar, as always in a buddy cop comedy, but I felt like Kevin Hart and Ice Cube, their chemistry was going to be great. I felt like Kevin Hart was just going to bring all the comedic elements. I felt like if they just kept it cohesive, if they just kept it right, they kept the movie, you know, a cohesive movie like The Heat. You know, The Heat, it was a buddy cop movie, but it did really well. It kept it cohesive. It added a little flip turn in there. You saw it coming, but it's a buddy cop movie. What would a buddy cop movie be without, you know, a twist or a turn and what source? But this, like I said, it has the same formula, but it feels like Kevin Hart just carried this whole fucking movie. I'm so serious when I say Kevin Hart carried this movie. Like, everything funny or good with this movie had to deal with Kevin Hart. The problem with this movie is the movie is a cartoon. I'm telling you, here's the thing about Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart is a stand-up comedian. He is a comedian. That is his gift. That is what God gave him, and that's what God put him on this earth to do, is to make us laugh, and he does that like a champ in this movie. It's so natural with him, so he can just ad-lib and it just comes off his tongue and you're just like, He's rolling right now. He has me rolling right now. He's rolling right now, and I'm loving it. I'm loving what's going on in the movie right now. But the thing is, everybody around him tries to match that type of comedic tone, and then it just replaces the comedic tone with a whole bunch of overacting and a whole bunch of cartoonish. Like, the first sequence in this movie is just Ice Cube throwing one-liners at the screen, and you're just like, why are you throwing one-liners at me? You don't need one-liners to be funny. Just say a funny joke. Don't throw one-liners at me. I don't like that shit. Like, Ice Cube says some stupid ass shit in this movie, and I hated they did that with his character. Of course, you think Ice Cube, okay, he's gonna play an angry person, because all Ice Cube does when he's in movies nowadays, he plays the angry black person, because that's his persona. That's what he looks like. He looks like he's an angry person. Like I said, the movie is a cartoon, and the movie, it's just all over the place for some reason. Like, the movie ends, and like, you think the movie is over. You're watching the movie, and you're like, all right, this is about to end. You know, we had our little twist and turn. Things happen, and you're just like, okay, cool. But then you find out that there's another 20 minutes to go in this movie. You're just like, now you're just being a little bit too, not even a little bit, too much of what you really are. Like I said, if they would just kept it cohesive, kept it to being a buddy cop movie, I think this movie would have really, you know, benefited from that. But instead, it's just a cartoon. Lawrence Fishburne in this movie, and I think it's a spoiler for telling you that Lawrence Fishburne is in the movie, because he's a very pivotal role, I guess. He's in the opening credit sequence. Like, you see Kevin Hart, Ice Cube, Lawrence Fishburne. Like, when you have three big actors in a movie, of course you're gonna mention him. So when I was like 40 minutes in, when I found out the main antagonist was a black guy, I was just like, well, he's not gonna appear on the screen, so I guess it's Lawrence Fishburne, and I was right. A lot of things are predictable in this movie. I mean, you expect that in a buddy cop movie, I understand that, but when it's just predictable to the point where you just see things coming from a mile away, it just gets to being unenjoyable. It's a lot of annoying characters in this movie. You think Kevin Hart being in this movie, he's gonna be the most annoying thing in this movie. Like I said, he's the most funniest thing. He carries the whole entire movie. Like I said, I had so much hope for it, but it just kind of fell down with the cartooniness and just the flatline jokes. The only entertaining thing about this movie is Kevin Hart, because the dude is just hilarious. He had everybody in the movie rolling. Everything else had everybody in the movie rolling their eyes, because it was so damn predictable. Ride Along is a failed attempt. I wanted it to be good, but I'm just disappointed that it wasn't as good as I wanted it to be. All in all, I'm gonna have to give Ride Along a D+, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm disappointed, man. I wanted it to be better than a D+. I was hoping for a C+, or even a B. Come on now. Reach for the goals. Don't just make... I just felt like it was lazy. The movie felt lazy, and just felt like it was a cash grab, and there was a whole bunch of people in that theater, so they're about to earn their money back for sure. For sure, they're gonna get their money back. So, hey, I guess they succeeded in what they wanted to do. Hopefully, if they make a sequel, just make it good, I guess. So, Ride Along. Have you seen it? What did you think about it? Whatever you thought, comment below. I'm Michael Woods, and you've just been off the grid.